Welcome to the Fishing Musicians Fishing and Travel Adventures.
Hey everyone, it's Glenn, your host of the Fishing Musicians, and this week we are back in Newfoundland. For a laugh or two, we brought back that crazy Newfoundlander, Jimmy Flynn, and also musical guest, a great buddy of mine, Dennis Legier. We're traveling to the Beaver Lodge, an absolutely stunning location to fish some Atlantic salmon on the Gander River. And you know, sometimes it's not always how many fish you catch, but how much fun you have. And guaranteed that this episode is one of the biggest blasts we've ever had on the Fishing Musicians.
That's what they look like, folks. Gander River, Newfoundland, Canada.
So stay tuned for some great action with the Fishing Musicians. The Fishing Musicians has been brought to you by Ferguson Audio Productions. Ferguson Audio now offers audio-visual and presentation technology to assist you in creating successful meetings, corporate events, trade shows, and exhibits. Visit www.fergusonaudioproductions.com. Welcome back to the Fishing Musicians. We are heading upstream on the Gander River in Newfoundland.
This is some day we're having.
Our host for this trip is the Beaver Lodge. Now, to get to Beaver Lodge, you must go upstream against the current very rapidly, dodging huge boulders in a wooden boat. These guys know the river like they know the back of their hand. They've been fishing this river and working on this river all their lives. Now, in Newfoundland or anywhere else in the world, I've come to experience that if you're Atlantic salmon fishing, there are no guarantees that you're going to catch fish. Maybe, maybe not. You get my hint here? As we complete our trip through the rapids and fast waters of the mighty Gander, the scenery of the open water kept our interest as we arrived at the lodge.
Where the big old trout likes to jump all about.
And like any world-class outfitting facility, Beaver Lodge is equipped with all the amenities of home, yet you're located far in the wilderness of Newfoundland.
In the morning air,
the staff at Beaver Lodge are all from Newfoundland, and most have been working there all their lives. And they work hard to ensure that your stay is a comfortable one. The atmosphere at the lodge is very relaxed, great home-cooked meals, And the neat thing is, it's located on an island right in the center of the river.
We were fishing in the Gander River, and I'm hoping Jimmy up here can catch one of these fish, but I know he's catching a lot of rock salmon right now. How you making out, Jimmy? I see you hooking bottom an awful lot, but there's no fish on the end of your line.
No fly either.
You lost the fly. Do you have any flies?
Well, it's only a fly, right? And that was probably my 5th cast in that channel. I got hooked up twice, so there's a branch line down there. But the thing is that you don't get upset. You just loop her all through again and set up another fly, and this might be the one to catch your salmon. It's a beautiful night, and who could ask for more? Glenn would. Glenn would always ask for more. He likes it hot. Something wrong with him. Should have been born in the desert or something. I said, you must have been born in the desert. All your hair burnt off.
In a lot of places, Jimmy, in fact, a lot of flies, a lot of species of flies take great advantage of my bald head. They use that as a landing pad, and it's like a smorgasbord to them because it's an all-you-can-eat buffet on the top of my head. Once they land there, it's like landing in Stephenville or Gander here. They got 10,000-foot international runways. I mean, September 11th, they landed 30-some 747s and all these big planes. Well, you got the second Stephenville landing pad right here. And yes, Jimmy, I have wavy hair. One's waving goodbye to the other.
If you mosquitoes can hear that, over there, landing strip, bald head, gull.
I just love it when people drive their boats right through my pool. That's got to be great for the fishing.
I think they just screwed up my pool, too. Excuse me. Through the pool. No good anymore.
Well, another long day of casting, no fish. But there's one thing for sure. When I bring guests like Jimmy Flynn and Dennis Legier, there's no shortage of a good time in the camp in the evenings.
So do you have a favorite pool around here, Dean? Is this the pool, or is there...
We got a favorite pool just around the corner there. It's been a great pool over the years. But there's always someone fishing it.
Got any rifles in the camp?
No, gee, Jimmy, you can't do that.
Oh, no?
And sometimes when you're in the woods in a boat and nature calls, it's time to get moving quick.
Any toilet paper here? Where do you go? Washroom?
No, no washroom. We got to take to the woods.
Take to the woods.
I got no toilet paper. Jimmy, pass me your jacket.
No, I was at the hotel last week. I phoned up the front desk. I'd like some pepper, please. He says black pepper or white pepper. I said toilet pepper.
We're on hot pursuit, folks. We're at Beaver Lodge here in Gander, Newfoundland. World-class river. Slow fishing right now. But this gentleman is doing his best to land this puppy.
If there's one thing I've learned about fishing Atlantic salmon, is that you can pick your dates to go to the lodge. Well, that's no problem. But you can't pick the dates when the fish will arrive in the river. That all depends on many things. What type of season they're having, what kind of water levels, and all that stuff. But we were lucky enough to see one gentleman hook a fish, and he was really nice enough to let us be part of his experience and be part of the fishing musicians.
again, we're on Beaver Lodge, folks. We just stumbled across this gentleman. Hey! All right, nice fish.
Good for you.
Let's go pull over there and have a look at it if we can.
Congratulations, Barry. It's Barry Chalk, folks. And how long have you been fishing this river, Barry?
25 years.
25 years. And you've seen the ups and downs of catching fish.
Definitely, and this has been a slow year.
A slow year. We just did a thing on that down there. We're telling folks, like, a lot of guys go to a fishing lodge and they're disappointed, but they don't get the fish. But there's no guarantees in anything in salmon fishing, right?
There's no guarantees.
Yeah.
Just guaranteed a good trip up the river.
That's right. And there's the reason he's been fishing here all these years, because every once in a while, he's waiting for you right there in the pool. So congratulations, and you got nice fish.
Thank you.
That's what they look like, folks. Gander River, Newfoundland, Canada. Atlantic salmon.
So Jimmy, you know, we've been to Newfoundland a few times. I think every time we've been to Newfoundland, I've been with you.
I've been with you.
We've had some great times over here, and like we mentioned, not all the times great fishing, but you can't beat the people here. What are some of the best memories, the fishing musicians, some of the trips you've been on?
Well, let me see. I thought we were getting squeezed in by what's-her-face down there in...
Aunt Sophie.
Aunt Sophie.
And what a time we had with the Jimmy Flynn Show in Newfoundland. Until Aunt Sophie arrived to preside over the official screeching of the entire cast and crew. Kissed the cod we did, and kissed Aunt Sophie too, in front of a couple of hundred Newfoundlanders. And I think she likes to share body fluids. We did the dance and then had that famous shot of Newfoundland screech. And we were officially Newfoundland.
I remember calling you up on the pilot show, the very first show we ever did with the fishing musicians, and it was actually Stuart, my buddy who's here with me now, had really recommended going to Newfoundland firstly because of the fact that the people, second to none. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. They're unbelievable. But the scenery up around Grossmore Park, I mean, that's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. You've got a couple of them, I don't know how many are Newfoundland, but I know there's 2 or 3 of them anyway, and that's one of them. But we fished there, and talk about a perfect example of getting to a river at the wrong time.
Yep.
We had to go back twice. We were there 4 days the first time, and I remember getting back in my hotel room in Moncton, and there was a melancholy feel. I was missing something. I loved it so much that we went back. The last night, I hooked a fish.
Did you see that? Wow. Not ready yet. Thanks a lot, Mac. Tell you what. There he is. We worked hard for this one, Jimmy.
You worked hard for that one, buddy. First Atlantic salmon.
We fished hard and long for this one. We're going to keep this one. What about that time we fished at Mayflower Outfitters with Trevor Pilgrim up in the northern peninsula of Newfoundland, and that Salmon Brook, I believe it's called, where the underwater caves are? It's just stacked full of salmon, and that one fish you caught was jumping from one end of the river to the other.
Whoa, that double header. that was a triple with a gainer on the end of it. He's coming again. Whoa! Man, has 5 jumps. Man, I've never seen fish like this in my life. Didn't have enough prior to you guys.
Good thing I'm letting you fish the whole day, Jim.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yes, sir. There you go, Glenn. Number 7 in a row.
So, Jimmy, who's letting who fish all day here?
Well, listen, you make a hell of a great cameraman. Thanks, buddy. And there was another time, too, on the Grey River, when a salmon come up, he grabbed the fly, and he went up out of the water, and probably 6 feet, he smashed right into a rock.
That was the trip with Curtis Ashley and Brian Kenny.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, what a jump! He must have came 5 feet out of the water. Whoa! What a jump! Whoa! That's 3 big jumps. You'll break the fly off the tail trick. Hold them up, we'll get a nice shot of you and I with them now. If you can, bring them up here. There it is, folks, Grey River salmon. Nothing like it. Newfoundland, Canada.
We've had some great trips. We've taken helicopters over Newfoundland, Grey River Lodges. Jimmy, the helicopter's here. We're heading to Grey River, and I'm ready to go.
Yes, sir, we're going to the Grey River, one of the finest salmon rivers in Newfoundland. It's going to be fun, buddy.
This is how you get to Grey River. There's no other way but flying or taking a ferry. You got to drive. I prefer this way, a little quicker, a lot more scenic.
Jimmy, there's no holy shit bears. No, if I'd known he was going to be filming, I would have moved her onto the grass more. Oh, man. The Grey River, we go fishing for some world-class fishing, Jimmy. I was just getting off the helicopter right instead of fishing. Well, that gives you a chance anyway. Well, these fish are like bullets up here. When you hook them, they're good for 4, 5, 15 jumps. Wait till we get them over to show you the falls again. falls in? Absolutely. Mind too close for you. Kills free.
But the day Finn would kill my father, my rage was set free. I'm a patron of our freedom. It's our wits who make us mad. I was trying.
This was my first trip in a helicopter, and I guess one of those trips of a lifetime.
Some of the salmon fishing there is just absolutely phenomenal. I'll never forget that one that you hooked. I was standing on the shore when you hooked it, and I've never heard your hardy reel scream so much as that day.
And when he came in and grabbed that fly, and he came right towards me, and then he took off. And it was just it was a life-changing situation. Fish on! Oh, great!
Oh.
That's a big fish. Whoop.
Do that Newfoundland jig, Jimmy.
It's between my legs.
What do you think, folks? It's
It's not ready to come in yet. It's a frightened fish, Tony. Lots of spunk.
What are you using for a fly, Jimmy?
There we go. Oh, right in front of us, Tony. Yeah, hey, right in front of us. Right, put him right up here if you can. There you go, folks. Gray River Atlantic salmon. A trail of a lifetime.
If you want to come on a trip of a lifetime, there's lots of places in Newfoundland you can come, and Beaver Lodge is one of the finest places for families. If you want to get their link, visit our website, www.fishingmusicians.com, and you could come fishing here in Newfoundland. Great place. Spend a couple of days in Gander. They have the international airport there. They've got a lot of history around the area and a lot of culture, of course. And June and July is probably your best time to come, and we'll set you up with a trip where you can call and contact them directly. We'll be right back with the Fishing Musicians with more fishing on the Gander River with Beaver Lodge and this crazy guy, Jimmy Flynn.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Fishing Musicians. We got a very special musical guest. Dennis Lazier is here. Hooray! Come on, put your hand together. Hooray!
Well, they're running up like crazy. They'll be hitting the canoe. And I'm gonna catch the odd one if it's the last thing I do. 2 salmons and a brookie tucked up underneath me arm. Well, I was bragging to the lads when I awoke to my alarm. So I think I'll wet the line a while. Up to Split Rock I'll go with my Fenwick and my Hardy and my feathered buddy Crow. Colts are in my vest and a Mickey Finn tucked in my hat, and I'll go whistling through the alders like a lonesome river rat. Well, I walked out on the pine porch just to see the break of day. You're in heaven now, my friends, that's what the locals say. But just leave me here forever and I'll meet you at the gates. But if I'm fishing at the Split Rock, you know I might just be late. So I think I'll wet the line a while. Up to Split Rock I'll go with my Fenwick and my Hardy and my feathered buddy Crow. The Colts are in my vest and a Mickey Finn tucked in my hat, and I'll go whistling through the alders like a lonesome river rat. And I'll go whistling through the alders like a lonesome river rat. I'm going whistling through the alders like a lonesome river rat.
How about that Dennis Lazier fella? He was pretty good, wasn't he? Finger picker, songwriter, good singer. Let's hear it for Dennis. Hooray! Hooray! Okay, we're gonna... Glenn, you up?
Yeah, I'm
okay,
awake.
we gotta catch some fish, Glenn. Come on.
Tell me a joke, Mini Jimmy.
Tell you a joke? Okay, wait a minute now. Jimmy's got a stupid brother. He's so stupid he phoned the Guinness Book of World Records last week so his name wasn't in the book. I said, what'd you do? He said, I put a puzzle together in 6 weeks. Guy said, what's so great about that? Jimmy's brother said, it says right in the box, 5 to 7 years. He's stupid. He goes to Tim Horton, he gets to roll up the rim to win. He rolls it up, says, play again. He roll her down. Roll her up, says, play again. He roll her down. He was hitchhiking Toronto last week. Him and the Cape Bretoner, they got outside of Kingston, they couldn't get a drive. So the Cape Bretoner says to my brother, he said, listen, there's a flat spot down the ditch, it's getting dark, let's spend the night here. Jimmy's brother said, no way, it's wet down there, but the tent up here in the pavement where it's nice and dry. So they set the tent up right in the middle of the 401. 18-wheeler came barreling down the highway, saw the tent, jammed on the brakes, fish stripe jacked it, upside down, crashed in the ditch. Jimmy's brother said to Cape Breton, now you see, we had to put the tent down there, we'd be dead now. Well, that's our show from the Beaver Lodge on the Gander River, Newfoundland, Canada. And every half of Dean, a Ward, our wonderful guides, the cooks, the chefs, the people who took care of us, Glen Ferguson, the host of the Fishing Musicians. We've had a wonderful time. And remember, when you're out there on the river, always keep your rod stiff. And little Jimmy here, what's that? You never caught nothing. It's not my fault. Oh, yeah?
Jimmy.
Jimmy gets me to take all this shit. Lazy bum.
Pass note on me, buddy. Keep an eye on Glenn, I told you. Okay, Jimmy, can't take a good off on him. Here he is. Here he is over there.
So, Mini Jimmy, we're here on the Gander River, and Jimmy has brought you here for a reason. We're not sure what it is. I've never really liked your attitude from the start. Time is a river in an ocean of space.
Another 6 hours.
Hours become days.
Days become months.
Time is irrelevant.
Months become years.
Are you okay back there?
Whoa! Right out of the
One
water
right over there.
Some of these fish down here need glasses. He only missed by 5 by 20 feet. He's out there!